never happened to me before. I really didn't have the best time. Good morning. It is what day are we on? Day 3? Or is it day 4? It's one of those days. I think it's day 3. And we're off again. We have changed the plan up a little bit today because we were going to go to discover a few different coves today, a few different calas, but the weather, even though actually it's shining on my face a little bit now and it doesn't look that cloudy behind me, it is quite cloudy today and a little bit chillier, so we thought it probably made sense to take advantage of the cloud cover. I'm gonna spin it that way and visit some towns inland instead. As I was saying, we're gonna go discover some more of the inland spots today and some cute little towns that would be nice to go to, maybe for lunch or for dinners or just for having a little look at the towns and having a break from the different beaches. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm expecting some beautiful little villages and towns, so can't wait to show you.
Sabes que debería estar contigo. Sabes que no creo que te haya gustado. No me importa si lo haces o no. Sabes que you do, you just forgot it all.
So we've arrived in Peratallada and I had a quick outfit change because, as you can see, the sun is back out and it's hot and I was too hot in what I was wearing before. So now I've just got on my denim shorts, a cute little top, which I also have my bikini on underneath because we'll probably go to some coves afterwards. And of course the scarf is back in the shorts, protecting my chest from any more damage. Anyway, let's go see what Peratallada has in store.
Haciéndome preguntar mis pensamientos. Sabes que yo pienso mucho y no quiero. Sabes que I don't know you don't know me. Sabes que.
So we're at the top of this little tower, which was built in the 12th century. It's very lovely. Very, what's the word? Think of a word. Historic, romantic, lovely, good vibes. And then you see a sign around about, let me show you. Here. Isn't that sweet? That is so lovely. Tourists welcome.
Sabes que no has visto lo mejor de mí.
So we have arrived at the Cala, and the sad reality is I think I have to go swimming wearing a scarf. Do I feel like an absolute moron? See. But you know what? It's got to protect my skin, and that's more important than what anyone else thinks. So let's go for a swim. I can't believe I have to go swimming wearing a scarf. I'm just now walking around from our cove that we're at to another cove, because I think that a lot of them are nice around here. This is the second cove. So yeah, just heading to the second cove now, which is just down here. Let's check it out. Not a bad place to have your house. And this is the second cove. It's pretty nice, don't you think? It's crazy that here, like, you can have such nice little coves on one side. Like, there are about 3 different coves that are beautiful, the little calas, and then you get to one side and it's crazy built up, and then you get to the other side and it's the same. This side isn't so built up as the other side, but you can see there's only a few beaches which are quite like unspoiled and not that busy with people. But here, I'll show you. It's a little bit busier, and if that's what you're into, then that's great. And I think you can maybe rent umbrellas and things like that, but for me, I just prefer it like a little bit more tranquil, a little bit quieter, that kind of thing. This is more not my style. But the sun is coming out, my chest is uncovered, so let's go back, shall we? It is currently, if you believe it, 8 p.m. in Spain here, and the sun is still so hot. We had a lovely afternoon, and we just came back here for lunch after visiting those beautiful calas, because we have such a lovely view from where we're staying, so we thought, why waste it? We popped to a local supermarket, got a bunch of nice, yummy and healthy things, and just relaxed a little bit, you know, before going back out. And now we're going to head to a couple of the towns. So we're going to go to Begor and another place, which I've forgotten the name, but I'll show you in a minute. Those. Good morning. I'm coming to you from a road because I sillily forgot to record when we were actually on the beach in Satuna. But anyway, so we just came back from Satuna. It's just like a little quick visit to suss out the situation at this time of day, because last time we went it was in the evening. And you know what, before I say more, there's a lot of noise there, so I'm gonna carry on this conversation a little bit later. So it seems there's a hotel just over here, which also you can rent sunbeds and things over there, and I wonder if they have a sectioned off swimming area. So let's talk. So first this morning we went to Satuna, and it was lovely, beautiful, as you've seen before. And I think the consensus is that Satuna would be perfect if you go there in the morning, like first thing, when the beach is probably a little bit less crowded, and then stay for lunch, because they have some lunch spots by the beach there as well. So afterwards, we then came to this spot, which is Jeff Frank, and it's equally just as beautiful. There's probably a little bit more going on here, so obviously you can see that the beach is much bigger and more crowded as well. That also means that there's more places to eat. We actually went to a really nice, we went to a really nice place for lunch. I will link the name down below. The food was amazing. It was really amazing. Obviously the scenery is fantastic. All that stuff is great. The only thing I would say is just be careful, because they're very aware of tourists, and they will keep offering you food, and they'll suggest things that aren't on the menu, which they did to us, which we loved, but it was in the end too much food for us. And I didn't ask about the price, stupidly, because this has never happened to me before. I didn't ask about the price because I was looking at the menu, and the most expensive thing on the menu was like 21 euros or something like that. And so I thought, okay, well, it's not going to be any more expensive than that. It was about 51 euros for a plate of amazing seafood, but it was just a bit of a shock in addition to everything else that we also had. I think we also just had like a little bit too much food, which I had also suspected, and I said, you know, I think we have enough, but they were still continuing to offer us other plates and dishes. So that is just a tip, okay? Don't be so stupid and trusting as I was. Ask questions, ask about the price, and then you'll be fine. And on another note, if I'm being totally honest, I think here in Jeff Frank is really nice. It's great for like a day trip, going to the beach, having yummy lunch, all those things, fantastic. But I probably wouldn't stay in Jeff Frank. The reason being that I think there are just more beautiful places on the Costa Brava. I think this feels like a little bit more touristy. The apartments and hotels look a little bit tired. There was one in particular that Calas and I were actually looking at for after our wedding, for a holiday, for everyone to be in one hotel together. And I think it was an Italian hotel, and it looked amazing online. So I thought, okay, well, we're gonna come and check it out whilst we're here. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'll put it up here somewhere. But then we saw it in person just now. I'm so glad we're not going with that plan anymore, because honestly, it just looks quite tired and just not as good as the photos. So, but I kind of already knew that was going to happen anyway, because I read the reviews. I read the reviews online, and the reviews were not good, like a massive disappointment. So, another tip, always read the reviews, because then you get the real truth. And for that reason, this is why I'm always going to try and be like 100% transparent, honest. Just don't mind my bottle. Got to keep hydrated. Yeah, I want to be 100% honest and transparent on here, so that you don't end up in a situation where you're not happy. What can't you have? So we've just reached Cala and we are continuing to walk past it, even though it's very beautiful. It's a really, really cute little fishing village. So scenic, very quiet, very tranquil. But I think we spotted another colour just after it, which seems to have some sand. I mean, rock's totally fine as well, but if there's sand, I guess it's a little bit more comfortable. So we'll see how that goes. Look at the water. You left one? well. It is very, very picturesque. If you want good Instagram photos, or just nice photos in general, there's many, many different photo opportunity taking spots. Just here, you can see with all the really cute little coloured houses. It used to be an old fishing village. I'm not sure if it still is a fishing village. But yeah, because of that, you've got all the boats and all the brightly coloured little houses. So it's really cute. And funny story, we initially thought it looked a little bit too rocky, and we saw a sandy beach in the distance. So we thought, okay, we'll go to the sandy beach first and see how that is. Summary, the sandy beach was, well, more comfortable because obviously the sand, more windy, so I didn't really love that. And also you get sand everywhere, you get that more like beachy, sandy, salty, sticky feeling after being in there compared to just down here where it's rocks. You just don't get that feeling. The other thing is, it was a nudist beach. Which was hilarious when we turned up. And I thought, oh, there's a lot of naked people here. Woohoo! Actually, it's not so much the morning, but afternoon now. We're on day 5 and our last day of our Costa Brava tour, and we have just been in Brava, which is what we just saw down there arriving. The main beach is very close, just to the car park, and now we're doing a little bit of a hike to get to the next cove. So basically, if you go onto the beach, the main beach of Brava, and you walk round to the left side, there are some steps that go up the mountain. So that is what we are doing, because right now in July it's quite busy. I think that would be probably like the perfect place. Well, if you get here early in the morning, you'd be fine. But also probably be a little bit quieter end of June instead. But so now what we're doing is looking for a little bit of a quieter spot. And so we're taking these steps up from the left, up into the mountain, and trying to find another cove. But the sea looks absolutely amazing. Let me show you. Peratallada is right there. This, although very pretty, seems to be private. And not really sure for what reasons it's private, whether it's clean enough or dangerous or just privately owned, not really sure. But seeing as we don't know, we're not gonna chance it. So we go back. The light's nice now. Yeah, we're now back in Madrid. I'm here with Carlos in his family home, and my amazing Costa Brava tour has come to an end. I absolutely loved it. I had such an amazing time. It wasn't like a full holiday for me. It was more of a go here, see what's good, go to this place, see what I like about it, see what I don't like about it, a bit of a recce. In this way, I got to do a lot more, kind of like visit a lot more places than I would if I was just going for a holiday to enjoy myself, which is great. But it also means that there's plenty more to enjoy when I revisit my favorite places next year after the wedding, which is very exciting. There's definitely some places which stick out in my mind more than others that I just thought were really wonderful, beautiful, amazing. One of those was Caracas. I loved that town. It was so much fun. There was just like a really great vibe. I also loved the area around Satuna, and Begor was beautiful, and just being in the mountains up in that area and finding those hidden little calas, I think was my favorite part of the trip. I think what I'm gonna do is in the description below, I'm going to give like a little rating. So obviously with the video you saw like my favorite things and what I liked and what I didn't like, and you know, the beautiful parts, and you can obviously decide for yourself what you think looks most amazing. But I think I'm gonna put like a little rating against each location that we visited, and maybe like a short reason why I gave it that rating, like pros and cons, or good for this and bad for that. So for example, like Begor city center, absolutely stunning, great for sunset and a dinner, but I wouldn't want to go there during the middle of the day when it's absolutely boiling. See what I mean? So yeah, I really did have the best time on this trip, and making this video was so much fun as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did like it, please give me a like or a comment down below. I'm always super curious to know what you think, or if you have any ideas or suggestions, anything like that. And if you did like it and you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And I love making these videos, so I would love to keep making them. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.